Oh, good morning. So one of my subscribers asked me about some suggestions for manifestation. Now, I'm not a pro at manifestation. You could definitely probably find a lot of ideas on YouTube, but I'll give a couple ideas here. One of the ways to manifest is you have to be direct with what you want and exact. If you are manifesting joy, for instance, one of the best things to do is to journal. And journal exactly what you see as bringing you joy, or imagine yourself joyful and how that feels, and write that down. So but be specific. So let's say you are looking for a job and you want you know um, a job to come along or something. You might do a journal that might say, um, and you have to do the journal as if you see yourself in that position at that time. So it's like, put yourself there and tell the journal how that feels. Like, I am working for this great company that has paid me what I'm worth. I'm trying. I mean, I'm. You really have to kind of think about it, but it's paid me what I'm worth. I'm really enjoying the people around me. Uh, you know, I, I and tell your story as if you're in that position and journal that down. And or another really easy way. Now, the biggest thing I think with manifestation is you write it down and you let it go. So my mom, for instance, she was in a really hard time in her life. She had left her husband, my dad, and she didn't have a lot of money and she didn't have an education and blah blah blah. So at one point she wrote down that she a dollar amount that she wanted by the time she retired, and she put it under her pillow and she forgot about it, or under her mattress. Actually, it was under her mattress. That's exactly where it was. She put this little piece of paper under her mattress, just the dollar amount, and that's it. She put it down, and she ended up finding a job in an office where they treated her fabulously. She got bonuses every year. They put the bonuses directly into her 401k, which she didn't know about, that this would even happen. And they were generous, extremely generous. And she ended up with that dollar amount when she retired, which was pretty great for an older person that didn't have an education and that never worked in an office in her life. Ended up doing a really good job. But I mean, partially she worked hard, so don't get me wrong, it takes that too. But so you can write down something specific, but you've got to put it away. I'm going to find, if you're looking for love, put exactly what you expect to find. For me, a man that is, makes a decent living, that is proud of what he does for a living. He has a lot of energy. Whatever those things are that are important to you, you kind of write them down, let them go, put them underneath the mattress. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. Or some people take a jar, this is and put it in the jar, close it, let it go, let it go. Or you can literally do visualization. Um, and I did some self hypnosis a long time ago. I'll be honest with you. Like, I just did, I had found, okay, get this, a cassette tape. Yes, it was that long ago. And it was for losing weight. And I listened to it every night. I was diligent about it. I listened to it every night. And one of the things that you did in that hypnosis was you pictured yourself wearing something. And I pictured myself in a blue sequin dress every time. And kind of like, okay, so that faded. I stopped doing it probably after, probably 3 or 4 months. I really wasn't losing weight. And then something kicked in and I started losing weight. And it was so funny. I walked into the dressing room and I was with a friend and we were trying on dresses, and I happened to try on a blue sequin dress, and it was a size small and it fit great. And it was like, I had this just like huge aha moment of, oh, that's what I've been picturing myself in. And I didn't even realize it. So self-hypnosis is really great. Visualization, even if you're not doing a follow hypnosis, you could do a, you know, take a moment every day and visualize something if that's easier for you. So journal, and sometimes you can journal every day. And but be very specific. I'm going to see this. I'm going to see that. And I think the hardest part about manifestation is letting it go, but also knowing that things don't come for free, right? So, but by writing these things down, you're not only telling spirit what you want, you're telling yourself what you want, or visualizing, you're telling yourself what you want. Um, you've set that goal and you've set what's important to you and you've made it so that it's exactly what you want. And eventually, that's when you kick in too. Like, it's not just about spirit and them bringing you something, it's about the work you put in to have it done. We can't expect things to magically happen, and that's the hardest part, right? We want to manifest, but part of manifestation is doing the work. I did a lot of work on my YouTube channel a long time ago. I wanted so many subscribers, blah, 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 I think it was actually on my Instagram. I wanted so many followers, so many followers. And for the longest time, I was not getting very many followers. I did have about 1,000, which was pretty good. But they came from a place where I was just doing, personal pictures and stuff. And this was my tarot stuff. And honestly, 1 year it took off and it did exactly what I was manifesting in my journal. But it didn't happen when I expected it to happen. It happened like about 3 years later. And all of a sudden my Instagram went from 1,000 to 3,500 in like 3 months. It was crazy. Like the followers just boom, came in really quickly. So I think part of it is the timing. Is it going to happen within the time that you're expecting it? Well, maybe that should be part of the manifestation, but you can't be unrealistic. I can't say here, I want 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube. It's partially up to the YouTube, however they send your videos out. Anyway, it can be all kinds of different things. So you have to be patient with it. You have to be diligent about it. You have to do it every day. If you're doing a journal, if you're doing visualization, it has to be like a morning or evening routine where you do it every day. If you are just putting an idea and like the dollar amount my mom did, that kind of idea, like I want this, and she had done it like 15 years before she retired, or 10 years. I don't know. It wasn't a long time, but it was a substantial amount of time. I want to say it was before she got that job. So she worked there probably 10 years before she retired. So she was in her late 50s when she was trying to figure out if she'd have money or not to retire. So yeah, be specific. And the write it down, forget it is also very important. Matter of fact, I think I need to start practicing some of that. To me, the journaling is really important. This is what I see. But for me, if it doesn't happen instantly, that's not good for me, because then I get extremely disappointed very easy. I'm one of those that needs the instant. So for me, it's better to just visualize something, because then I can just use it as a fantasy too. Like I could say, okay, this is what I want, and visualize it that way. But also I'm going to put this down and this is what I expect. So those are some ideas. But honestly, I am not a pro at this. I've seen things happen with it. I've practiced it, but because of my impatience, I'm not really good with it. But that's me. Okay. So if you are, I would do more searching on YouTube for people that really understand it and have a ton of ideas. I don't have anyone to give you in particular, but there you have it. There's my short video on manifesting or some ideas for manifesting. So I hope it helps. Take care. Have a beautiful day.